everyone, I'm Won Lee. This is the final lecture of Principles of Statistics. Okay, I point out two important considerations in testing hypothesis today. Okay, let's see. A very small p-value indicates that it is presumed to reject the null hypothesis, H0. Small p-value means obtained sample mean, obtained statistic is far away from the value set in the null hypothesis, say mu0, right? You understand that? This question is, what is the significance level alpha in the user's mind, in your mind? For example, let's say the obtained p-value is 0.05, okay? You got p-value 0.06 from computer. If the significance level in your mind is set at 0.05, you cannot reject H0. But if the significance level is set at 0.01, you can reject H0. Say, testing hypothesis for population mean, mu0 here, center, and you get p-value 0.05, two-tailed test, okay? It's your p-value. You got x bar here. If your significance level 0.05 means here, right? So your obtained sample mean x bar lies in the region of acceptance of H0 here. Acceptance area is here. But your significance level is 0.01. 0.01, that means, say, here, like this. Then your x bar, p-value is 0.06. So here, your x bar lies in the rejection region of H0. So it depends on your significance level in your mind. Thus, depending on the significance level the user has in mind, different decision will be made. Okay, right? Therefore, I like to advise to express that we reject H0 at the p-value of 0.06 and leave the judgment, final judgment, to a third party, to your boss, your teacher, and so on. Guidelines for using p-value. In social sciences, it is flexible and reasonable to set significance level between 5% and 10%. That is flexible. Significance level is not fixed 5% at all. In reality, there is a common misconception that significance level is invariably 5%. Even many professors keep significance level 5% in their mind. That is trouble. Therefore, if p-value is obtained in the range 5% to 10%, it is advisable to express it one of the following three ways. Reject H0 at, let's say, p-value, your p-value is 0.06 level, okay? You can say that it is significant at the 0.06 level. The content of H1 is supported at 0.06, okay? Three things are same. You may use one of them, okay? Reject H0 at 0.06. It is significant at 0.06. Content of H1 is supported at 0.06. Same wording. In some medical experiments, medical school, the 5% significance level may be too big. The significance level should be 0.01 or point sometimes 0.001, something like this. So please do not fix your significance level at 5%. It is not truth. Okay? Okay, second thing. What is a hypothesis in your work? Reports or presentation materials, neither null hypothesis or nor the alternative hypothesis is explicitly stated. They don't use H0 or H1, okay? In statistics textbook, we say H0 and H1, but in reality, they don't use H0 and H1. Instead, one of the contents of either hypothesis, H0 or H1, is referred to simply as hypothesis. There is one hypothesis, but you have to know the contents of your hypothesis is H0 or H1. You have to understand that. You have to know it. Suppose analysis of data yields a very small p-value. Okay, very small p-value means 0.001, something like that. In this case, a decision should be made to reject null hypothesis. If the contents referred to as hypothesis, your hypothesis corresponds to the null hypothesis, then it is natural to reject that your hypothesis. Your hypothesis, if that is null hypothesis, then you have to reject your hypothesis. On the other hand, the contents of that your hypothesis corresponds to an alternative hypothesis, then the contents of that hypothesis is supported. You understand that? Okay? Keep in mind, please, this one. It would be preferable for researcher to set the contents of alternative hypothesis as your hypothesis. As I told you, you have to understand for your analysis, I mean, which one? What is the contents of H0 and H1? You have to keep in mind that kind of thing. In other words, it might be better to express, since the p-value is very small, okay, this your hypothesis can be considered valid, right? Wouldn't it be better for researchers themselves if the hypothesis is supported? It's my thinking. The researcher should clearly understand which contents of hypothesis, your hypothesis, aligns with either the null hypothesis or the alternative hypothesis, depending upon the analysis proposed. Okay? Anyway, researcher must also establish your hypothesis. So you set one hypothesis in your work, but you have to know your hypothesis is the contents of H0 or contents of H1. That's it. Okay, I'd like to finish my lecture of principles of statistics. I'm preparing intermediate statistics now, so coming soon, I think. Intermediate statistics contains more materials and especially statistical analysis method. So it will be long. Okay, thank you so much.